Hi everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and I am desperately trying to get this price sticker off of this book that I'm going to review. I'm in my signature bathrobe, as you can tell, which can only mean one thing. It's time for another early morning book review. And the book we are reviewing today is, wait for it, the sticker's almost off because I want it to be really pretty. The Queen of Mystery, and Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. So let me give you a copyright date on this. Let's see. Do I have a copyright date? Copyright date 1939. This came out in 1939. And let me tell you, if you are a mystery fan, or if you're new to mystery, or you just want to read a classic Agatha Christie and you only want to read one, I suggest this one. I suggested over Murder on the Orient Express. I suggested over Evil Under the Sun. I suggested over the murderer of Roger Ackroyd. I don't know why I'm slurring my words today. Gee, I hope I haven't had a stroke. That would suck. Anyway, I don't think I've had a stroke. Let's see, can I smile? Touch my nose. Oh, a little bit shaky there, but I got it. Okay, so this is touted to be the world's best-selling mystery. And I tell you, I can see why. I was flabbergasted. I was enthralled, amazed. I was drawn in. It was so good. So let me give you the setup without revealing too much about it, because usually I'm fine with revealing spoilers because I read a lot of vintage books, a lot of books off the beaten path, and I know people are not going to find those books, and so I want to tell them the whole story of the book. I'm not going to do that with this one because this one you can find just about anywhere, and it's amazing. I've said that before, I will say it again. Okay, so here's the setup. You have 10 people that have been invited to this island that's really like a rock. I mean, it's not really, it doesn't really have beaches or anything like that. It's like a rock. And there's a very modern house on this rock. And they've all gotten letters from people that they kind of think they might know. You know, like you get a letter from someone that mentioned something that you did a couple of years ago, and you're like, oh, I kind of remember that person and everything. And anyway, so they all get invited to this island, and they all go to the island. And there's a little rhyme that I will read to you that is posted in each one of their rooms. 10 little soldier boys went out to dine. One choked his little self, and then there were 9. 9 little soldier boys sat up very late. One overslept himself, and then there were 8. 8 little soldier boys traveling in Devon. One said he stayed there, and then there were 7. 7 little soldier boys chopping up sticks. One chopped himself in half, and then there were 6. 6 little soldier boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one, and then there were 5. 5 little soldier boys going in for the law. One got into chancery, and then there were 4. I don't really know what that one means. 4 little soldier boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there were 3. 3 little soldier boys walking in the zoo. A big bear hugged one of them, and then there were 2. 2 little soldier boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up, and then there was 1. 1 little soldier boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself, and then there were none. So, creepy little poem posted in all of their rooms. And they don't know what it means, but one by one, they start to get murdered. And the way they get murdered goes along with the nursery rhyme. I can tell you that. It goes along with the nursery rhyme. But the way they get murdered is like, how did that happen? How could that happen in a room full of people? How did that happen when they were just gone for a second? How did that happen? And so you get to the end of the book, and there's an epilogue, which I wasn't super crazy about when I started, because I thought, oh, Agatha. Because sometimes I blame Agatha for withholding a clue, withholding a vital clue. She didn't on this one. It was just an epilogue for how to, if you wanted to read the book again, then you would get it. You would get all the clues and everything like that. It was stupendous. And I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Even if you are not a mystery person, you ought to read it just as a point of, I want to read a great work of fiction, and this is definitely a great work of fiction. I wrote it down in my commonplace book. I gave it 5 stars. My commonplace book has become so dear to me. I don't know if I've told you about it, but what I do is I write down when I start a book and when I stop a book. It's like Goodreads, except it's just I'm writing it out. But when I write it out, somehow I feel more connected with it. So all of you big readers out there, and you know who you are, consider a commonplace book for 2026, because I think you'll get a lot out of it. So what am I reading next, people? Well, next I decided to go very light, and I'm doing Cherry Ames' Private Duty Nurse. And there's Cherry, and there's the person in the bed that she's doing private duty nursing to. No, it's not racy. Get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway, yeah, that's all that's going on. I'd hoped to do a book collection video this afternoon, but I have to go after church at 2:30 and learn how to play bridge. Ugh. God help me. My mother loves to play bridge, and I apparently am in competition for Daughter of the Year, because they have a bridge playing class going on now, and Mom wants me to go with her, so they'll have the right number of people. She knows how to play bridge. She's very adept at it. I have tried to learn before. It's very hard for me. I'm not looking forward to this. But yeah, I guess I'm up for Daughter of the Year. I hope I win it. I hope there's a big cash prize with it. Anyway, that's all I had to say. And you guys have a great Sunday, and I will check you later.